real quick because I'm doing things differently again. There we go. Yes. Hello, everybody. Keto for Real Life people here. Let me get this adjusted. So, how was everybody? Are you guys doing spring break? Our spring break was last week. It kind of overlapped. East Texas, it was all last week. West Texas, it's all this week. And we kind of made a big mash of everything. So, I see somebody's in here. So today I'm not using StreamYard, which is a service that I have subscribed to and been paying for on the monthly. But since using it, I have noticed that my viewership or people don't see it or it doesn't upload properly after the fact. Like it's fine during the live, but then it's not fine afterwards. So I decided to just use my phone instead of trying to save time by one on Facebook and one on YouTube. I just go back to the old school. Hey, Lisa, I see you there. I'm just in cold weather mode today, by the way. You know, I had my shower. I had to run to the store. It is cold and windy. So I'm bundled up. I'm in the process of doing stuff. So happy to catch me live. Well, I'm so happy to have you here. I'm so thankful that you guys are getting the notification and that you're popping in. I hope that the battery holds out for all of this. So, okay, before we get started, today's topic is going to be weight loss and stalls. And is it more than a stall? I had a nice long conversation with one of my group members today, and it was really good. And she's like, you just need to talk to people the way you're talking to me. I'm like, okay, well, maybe I will. So that's what I'm here for. Hello, Bridget. Hello. Now, it's a little different here because I have to kind of scroll. And Phyllis and Lisa, Karen, Deanna, Bridget. Hello. Before we get started, I'm going to do a promo really quick. I promised to mention a couple of products this week on my journey. You guys know I do supplements, and I do my perfect keto and keto chow and all of that. So, and equip. So, hello, Neener. Hello. Shout out to Neener, who is a KFRLP member who does support me and the KFRLP way. So let's do some stuff. Before we get started, let me do this and then we're going to get into the topic. I just want to stay focused and do it. I want to tell you guys my top picks. So this week there is a huge sale for any of you people out there who love Perfect Keto and their products, or you like Equip and their products. They are sister companies, and both companies this week are offering buy two, get one free on their products. Equip is supplements such as, I'm going to give you my top 3 picks from each one, and then we're going to move on. But my number 1 pick is the Smart Sleep by Equip, y'all. If you have trouble sleeping, I love this stuff. I know it's backwards because this is on my iPhone here. This is not on my normal thing that I've been doing. So it's all natural. There's no sugar added. It's got your B6, your magnesium, your zinc, chamomile, lemon balm, rhodelia, rosacea, valerian root. It's wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So that is my top pick for Equip. Again, they have their buy two, get one free, but then their stuff is all marked down. So then my other one, you could go either way. I know I have a habit. I wish these things would not be backwards. For me, they look backwards. Hopefully for y'all, they don't. But it's either the Immune Support Booster or the ViraGuard. Both are good for immunity boost. Both are immunity defense things, and they have the zinc and they have the magnesium and vitamin D, and they have vitamin C as vitamin A. So these guys, I'm terrible about that. There we go. Not backwards. Good. I'm glad it's not backwards. For me, it looks backwards. So I should, yeah, I don't know. It's more direct. I'm always trying to do the weather girl thing. Today is windy and cloudy and cold. All right, so, and then my third pick for the micro, or for the Equip, y'all, is the, oh, I don't have them. I gave them away. Oh my God. So I love the beef liver capsules. They're pure powdered beef liver. They're super nutritional. They're dense. I mean, you take them and you literally get energy. You kind of lose your appetite, but you're getting all that nutritional information. You're keeping your, you know, if you're anemic, you can take these. Like, I can't take iron. Spinach isn't the same kind of iron. So beef liver capsules. And I had one of the ladies, she's the assistant manager up at the Chili's here locally, who is anemic, and she was struggling. So last week, Celix ran them back up there, and I gave my whole bottle away. Those are my top picks for Equip, y'all. When it comes to Perfect Keto now, they've come out with some awesome stuff lately that I have really, really been digging on. I'm kind of hit and miss with bars. Are you guys kind of hit and miss with bars? Like, if you watched my Keto Crate thing, you're like, you know me. I'm like, bars, schmars, you know? There's some good ones that they taste like a granola bar, but for the most part, bars are hit and miss. Now, on the other hand, oh, I got to share a link with you guys. I wonder if I can, hold on a second. Let me use my laptop real quick and see if I can catch my own self live here and make sure that I'm muted. Yes, I'm live on this. I can do this. Oh, right. Now I will share the link with you. I'll share it via this and help you guys out. Hold on. Let me find the links. Okay, so for the Equip products, y'all, I'm going to do this. I'm going to just take this link, pop, there we go. And then I'm gonna pop back over here and give it to you guys. So this is for Equip, and this will cover Smart Sleep liver pills. They have so many good products, you guys. I mean, I've got their krill oil, which I debated back and forth because that's amazing stuff, and their prices are not outrageous. That's what shocked me. Like, for instance, if you were to go to here you go, if you were to go to Ancestral Supplements, which that's who I started out with. I liked their natural stuff, but they were like $50 or $60 a bottle, and I'm sorry, but that's just it. And they were a little bit cheaper on Amazon for some reason, but still outrageous. Go to Equip Foods, look over all their supplements, you guys. I'm gonna see if I can't, oh, my arm, you guys, it's so bad. Let me pull out my tray of supplements. So, it's all high quality joint support, immune booster. I've got an extra bottle of that because, you know, we all need this immune booster lately. Apple cider vinegar, really potent. One capsule, one a day. I'm like, whoa. I just got done eating. So I made corned beef and cabbage last night, and I was like, I'm gonna have some more for my first meal of the day. And then, like, the real omegas. This is krill oil, cold water krill. But the prices are fantastic. Another product they have, now I'm gonna tell you, don't go, if it's by taste, don't do it. But when I do need a boost and you need greens, they're microgreens. And I like theirs better. They don't taste as bad. Well, they kind of do, but why? Because they add MCT oil. But, okay, guys, look at all the vitamins. It is liquid vitamins. Talk about absorption. Oh my God. So I do that. I do it. I have 2 bags of this. I'm on my 2nd bag already. This, I'm going to take this with me. We have a girls' weekend coming up. My BFFs, one of them's birthdays was last month, and we had to cancel due to snow. So we're getting together this weekend, and they love when I bring stuff. Help them have a good night's sleep. I'm gonna put this back up here out of my way. Don't spill on yourself. All right, now then, I'm gonna pull down like some awesome stuff here. Let me grab this real quick. Okay. Don't mind my aches and pains. It's pain in me. Now, on the Perfect Keto side, These are the things that I'm in love with. These are the things that I'm digging on, that I'm finding. Like, I used to get MC oil powder from the company. I didn't care for it, especially the matcha, the MCT and the tea. The MCT oil was just like way too strong. But MCT oil powder, vanilla flavor in your coffee, oh hell yeah. And especially if you mix it with collagen. Now I'm out of the chocolate because I like to do a scoop of the vanilla and a scoop of the chocolate collagen and have my mocha. So delicious. But here's my new baby. Strawberry collagen. Y'all, it tastes like strawberry milk. It is so freaking delicious. It is so good. It is so tasty. Strawberry lemonade keto base. If you like exogenous ketones, if you like to have that mental sharpness, if you like that clarity, I did a little spot on it last week. And the reason I'm mentioning this, I know this takes a little bit of time at the beginning of this, but again, I get messages in my inbox because not everybody catches these lives, and they'll be like, would you talk about it? Well, here I am, I'm talking about it again. just saying, you know. So strawberry ketone base. This is the pink lemonade, by the way. And then we've got this one right here, the pink lemonade. This is strawberry lemonade. This is pink lemonade electrolytes. Yum, 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 yum. So super good stuff, y'all. I mean, it's not just about bars. There's so many. They're collagen, their ingredients are clean. Everything this week is buy two, get one free. Use code St. Patty, PADDY 2021, and you can get buy one, get one free. And if you want to go crazy, because like it equipped with everything being on sale, go crazy. Every two you buy, you get one free. It's on sale. And then you can choose Afterpay if you really want to do some stocking up, and you can make convenient payments. So that's that, y'all. That's that. We got through it. All right, so there's all kinds of brands, and I cannot, me specifically, I cannot give you a recommendation. Not that they're not good, I just haven't bought them. I have bought them in the past, and I did not like them. The flavor was not there. So that's that. I don't have a recommendation. If somebody else has a recommendation for you, pop it in there, because you can definitely get things cheaper elsewhere, but you might not get the quality and you might not get the taste. So that's my piece. But if that's your, now for instance, this company Equip, they have some amazing supplements. The microgreens, the Smart Sleep, all of the fish oils and all the different things they make. But I'm going to tell you right now, I do not like their protein. I would not recommend it. To me, it tastes god awful, but then again, my daughter likes it. I don't. I don't like it one little bit. I don't like the taste of it. The smell of it. I don't like it. I've tried the strawberry, I've tried the chocolate, and I don't even want to touch the vanilla. I try to give the honest, the honest approach, the whole, if it tastes good, if it works good, if it's clean, yes, check, 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 check. It's great, love it. But I don't want to tell you guys, oh, this is so good. And it's like, to me, no, not doing it. So I'm looking down at comments, by the way. That way I don't have to touch the phone and make it bounce all over the place. Strawberry. I just ordered their strawberry collagen. Everyone is raving about it, and I can't wait to try it. You are not going to be disappointed. That stuff is winner. I mean, it's so good. So good. And Walmart and Costco, Sam's Club, they all have something. I mean, there's always something you can find somewhere. Let's see. I can see there's quite a few more of you in there, so that's good. Now then, here's the thing I want to talk to you guys about. I'm putting on here weight loss, stalls, and when is it more than that? First of all, we'll define, ketogenic diet. You eat high fat, moderate protein. You keep your carbohydrates under 20 total carbs a day. You want to keep everything balanced, 70% fat, 20% protein, 5% net or carbs, total carbs. And you want to initially, I mean, your main focus should be whole foods only. All kinds of meats are accepted, almost all meats. Limit processed meats, deli meats, things of that nature. Eat full fat dairy, avoid fat-free dairy, avoid milk. There's a list of vegetables. There's a very small amount of berries that you can enjoy. That's the keto diet, all right? And by following the ketogenic diet, you will start losing weight. Even if your approach is more of a lazy keto, where you allow yourself a little bit more, you use net carbs, and maybe you allow yourself, to enjoy a little bit more processed, like a mug cake or something like that. Still clean ingredients, but you're keeping it keto. And then we have our dirty keto, which that seems to be like a huge topic lately. What are you? What type of keto are you? And you got your dirty keto, which is basically low carb. Anything goes as long as you keep your carbs under 20 net or 25 net, and it fits in your macros. You decide whether or not you want to eat it. All right, all things work for each person. But what about when they quit working? When you're tripping along, you're doing your keto journey, you're losing weight, and then boosh, all of a sudden it slows down to a trickle and you got nothing. And you're like, well, that was that. Yes, Gabby here says, hi, I'm so glad I was able to catch you live. Love your videos. Aw, thank you. Thank you so much. So at what point do you realize maybe there's a problem? Well, technically speaking, your body is, while it's losing weight, and you might rapidly lose weight when you first start your keto journey. And in all things, your body has to catch up to itself. It has to heal. So it's only natural that after a good bit of weight loss, it kind of starts slowing down. It starts balancing out. And now you're kind of leveling out on your body's adjusted to your new way of eating. Your weight loss has come down to a steady weight loss, and then one day it just stops. And that's where most of us go into panic mode, because it stops. We're used to seeing, even if it's ounces down, every single day. So I want to encourage you that it's normal for your body to slow down and just stream out. Now, sometimes your body's got to play catch up, and you might be in that spot where you haven't lost any weight this week. It's just, you didn't do anything wrong. You didn't do anything different. You're eating right, yet zero weight loss. You might decide you need to adjust. And sometimes you do need to adjust when you are eating at a certain, I'm going to use calories for the word, but when you are eating a certain way for a length of time, and you've gotten all the weight loss out of that you're going to get, you might need to drop something a little bit. So instead of 120 grams of fat a day, you might only need 110 or 100 grams of fat a day. So you lower your fat a little bit. You keep that moderate protein going. That should not change. It's pretty consistent. And then you keep those carbs down, right? You keep those carbs down, especially if you're doing total carbs or just clean net carbs. You make sure those things. So it's the fat that we got to look out there and think, maybe we need to lower it a little bit. So you do. And you do it in little increments so that you keep the momentum going. Then what happens when you don't lose weight again? You can continue to do that, but then you notice you're still not losing weight. So now your weight is stuck. And technically, guys, a stall is when you've been stuck 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. When you've completed 4 weeks of zero weight loss with knowing that you're good on way you're eating, you've hit the official stall. It's nothing to panic about. It's not anything to worry about, especially if you're new to your journey. So, you know, maybe you started in January and now we're into spring and we're month 3. And after 3 months, you might have noticed that you're starting to slow down, level out. When I started my keto journey in 2018, I noticed about every 3 months or so, there was that little bit of a stall going on. And sometimes it was only 2 or 3 weeks. Other times it was like 4 weeks. But that gave my body time to do its thing. It was healing. I continued to press in. I continued to keep my fats up there. I continued to eat my keto food. And then all of a sudden, there it is. You get that initial weight loss. It lets your body heal and reset and adjust to what's happening to it. But then, I'm just keeping up with the comments here. But then you come along and then you're like, okay, so 4 weeks have gone by. That's a month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months. You're like, I've lowered my fat. I've lowered my protein. I've added intermittent fasting. I've done alternate day fasting. I've gone on bone broth fast. I've done egg fast. I've done beef and butter fasts. And so it goes. And what we've come down to now is something's not right. This is where myself and countless other women are finding ourselves, where not only have you stalled for a year and a half, then all of a sudden you've got your weight gain going on. Guys, I've done my keto journey over 3 months without a blip. Up until this last weekend, there was a blip. To no avail. Zip, zero, nada. I can always lose a little inflammation, but I cannot lose any weight. My set point has reset itself. And I'm going to tell you, I don't have a lot of advice. I have coached people. I've helped people. Well, actually, I do have a little advice. My advice would be you need to see a doctor when you're eating healthy and you are still more than 50% away from your weight loss goals. Say, for instance, you're 250 pounds and you've lost 75, but you're still close to 200. You could argue and say, hey, well, I'm healthier now, and you are healthier than what you were. But we also know that there's something going on. It could be metabolic resistance, your metabolism. It could be your hormones. It could be stress factors. It could be a combination of all of it. And then at some point, I'm going to get real here. Here's where I'm talking myself into having this talk with y'all. At what point do you have to say keto's not working? I'm keto for real life people, y'all. I'm all about keto. I love my keto, right? But at what point do you say keto isn't working for me? And that's where I'm at, guys. Keto is not working for me. As a matter of fact, I can gain weight just as easy on keto now as I can anything else. And I know that I get people who will listen to me and they'll say, well, don't eat lupin flour. That's probably it. But I don't eat lupin flour. I create a new recipe every other month or so. Give it a try, and then I'm done with it. I don't have it on a regular or a daily. I don't do the things that everybody wants to, you automatically assume. Like if you came to me and said, I haven't lost weight in 6 months, and I'm like, are you checking your fats? Are you eliminate the cream? Don't eat sweetener. You start going down that list. Well, I'm a creature of habit, like 2 eggs, butter, bacon. 2 eggs, butter, maybe a little cheese. Little, because I go little on it, afternoon, just a little bit of fat, whether it be a little bit of cream cheese or maybe it's some nut butter. Very seldom do I snack, or maybe it's just some butter and some coffee, who knows, But dinner, some pot roast, some vegetables, some fat, some cauli mash. It's beyond frustrating. Beyond. Lisa, I'm with you, Nancy. So, what do? What do we do? Anybody else got any suggestions? because I am just being as real can be here. Anybody have any suggestions? We've thought about carnivore. I tried carnivore. Carnivore does not agree with my system whatsoever. I really start feeling inflamed. I really feel like I'm unhealthy. I feel sluggish. I hurt on carnivore, and I don't think I just don't think it's right. I think that, okay, and I did say this, I said this, somebody here I talked to earlier is now watching, so you've heard this already today. But I do think that women who are premenopausal fit into one category, and I totally think that the keto is just wonderful if you're premenopausal, you're still menstruating. Yeah, you get that going. Your hormones are working with you, not against you, and weight loss is able to be accomplished, okay? Then I think there are women who are older. I have women in my group that I know that are in their 60s or 70s who said, oh, I went through menopause years ago. I started my keto journey 3 years ago. I do OMAD and I've lost 100+ pounds and I feel great. This too shall pass. But I think there's that middle section, and this is just observation. I have no science behind it, but I'm going to tell you guys. So here's my observation. I see a group of women who can do keto and lose 100+ pounds like nobody's business. Like just blow right through it. Like they just start rolling along 25, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. I hit that 100-pound, 104, 105, 115, and they just keep going like boom, nobody's business. They're eating keto, they're drinking their fluids, they're doing their thing. Okay, then you got this other side of women. I'm just saying, this is what I've noticed, and I don't have an answer, just an observation here, who start their keto journey. Boom, the weight starts coming off. You got your 10, you got your 15, you got your 20, 40, 45, 50, 60, 70, 75 pounds, 80, done. But wait a minute, I still have another 50 pounds to go because I needed to lose almost 200 pounds too, you know what I'm saying? And nothing, zip, zero, nada. It's like, that was it. You hit your mark, you're done. You're still eating keto like the other person. You're still doing your OMAD. You're still, doing your intermittent fasting. You're drinking your fluids. You're living your best life. And now all of a sudden, nothing. Like, it's not happening anymore. And it's been 4 weeks. It's been 2 months. It's been 6 months. It's been a year, and you just keep on. And guys, I encourage everybody, keep on keeping on. That's all we can do. We're getting the health benefits. But when we're talking about weight loss, it doesn't cut it. It doesn't make it any better to hear like, oh yeah, I've got health benefits. Health benefits for women. We want skinny. We want to feel good. We want to wear those smaller sizes. We don't want to deal with fat anymore. Right? Do you hear me? Can you relate? If you can relate, leave a comment below. We're talking weight loss here. So it's not happening anymore. It's just not. And again, you watch it go 1 year and 2 years and where'd it go? And now it's creeping back on you. Now your hormones are messing with you a bit. Now maybe you have a lot of stress in your life. Maybe now you have some thyroid issues. Maybe now you have a broken metabolism. Phyllis, fasting helps. Fasting does nothing. Fasting's good for you. I truly and firmly believe it. I enjoy fasting. I naturally do it. But should you have to, we're talking about weight loss here. Weight loss, I mean, to me, fasting from anywhere from 14 to 18 hours every single day is normal. It's part of what I do. And I'm sure it's that way for a lot of folks, right? Like, it's normal. I don't normally eat before noon or 11 and 1, somewhere in there. But I might be done eating at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So I definitely have 16 to 18 hours a day that I'm not eating, not snacking, and no, an occasional pushing it, going on that, doing the 36 there. That's good if you're trying to break a stall and you just want to get the ball rolling again. But you shouldn't have to live on one meal a day to lose weight, because it's just not going to happen. You can fast, guys. You can fast in a healthy way and never become nutrient deficient. Okay, so for instance, if you like to do OMAD 3 times a week, you're eating 4 days a week, you're still getting your nutritionally dense food, you're not becoming deficient in anything. And mind you, in keto, you can become deficient. You can become deficient in certain things. So if you start adding the fasting in, especially 24 hours or more, several times a week, consistently, then it's not healthy anymore. And it's not a good way to lose weight. Starvation and weight loss are not healthy. And that's what I call it. If you're pushing yourself so that you can get weight loss. Phyllis, total carbs, another smart idea. I like that. Let's see. Bridget says, I honestly think most of us are in the second group. I easily lost 90 pounds, then totally stalled, got frustrated, gained some back, and can't lose anymore. Did I mess up my metabolism? That's like the $100,000 question right there, for real, because I didn't think I was messing up mine. I honestly don't, because I do believe that we are not cookie cutters. There's not one formula that is perfect for everyone. I think we can universally say that eating clean, whole foods, intermittent fasting, staying hydrated, and getting exercise is the way to go. I mean, you can't fault it because it's healthy. But what happens when you are doing those things and you consistently do those things, and then you just stop dead in your tracks, like you're just a duck in water who can't get out. You're just done, Right, Bridget, she brings up a point. She says, how effective is keto as weight loss program if most people seem to have to intermittent fast to lose weight? Isn't that doing two separate programs? It kind of is, right? What about when you're doing it and they say, oh, well, you've stalled. You've been in that stall again. We need to watch that dairy. You just need to cut that down and be careful. And I've said it myself. Like, if you're addicted to heavy cream every morning in your coffee and sweetener every day, and your weight loss has stopped, try eliminating it and see if maybe that little tweak, small sacrifice, big payoff might help. But then I don't get to enjoy that. No, you don't get to enjoy that. Sorry. You don't get to enjoy that anymore. Oh, well, I'm still stalled and I did cut that. Well, what about your cheese? Do you put cheese on everything? Are you cheesing it up? Quit cheesing it up so much. Oh, okay. Well, I'll give that up too. And what you do is, I've seen this, I've seen it, and I've seen it over and over. Eliminate, eliminate, eliminate. To the point that basically you become down to carnivore. You start fasting. You start just eating mostly meat, and then you notice you sometimes get a little inflamed. Your bodies can become acidic. I mean, I know there's advocates out there who are all about carnivore and carnivore. Carnivore is not keto. Carnivore is just that. Carnivore. We only eat meat and we only eat fat. Hell, if we didn't have to eat salt, we wouldn't have that, but we have to have salt and fat and meat. That's not keto, and I don't think it is long term. It's not for me. It might be for somebody, not judging a bit here. I'm just saying, I shouldn't have to live like that, and I don't want to live like that, and I don't only want to eat that. Mia says, I'm 60 years old, 2 years into keto in June, only had 15 to 20 pounds to lose, but it has been tough. Non-scale victory have been my only refuge, been clean keto 99% of the time. More power to you. Clean keto, 2 years. And here's the pat answer for that. People who have less weight to lose take longer. 2 years? Nah, I'm just saying. I'm not a sheeple. I never have been a sheeple. I hope I'm not a sheeple. I mean, I kind of get on to things and I love keto. There's so many reasons I love keto, you guys. It did health-wise help me with so many things: the indigestion, the heartburn, the wheezing, the asthma, the energy. There are many perks to lowering my carbs. Let me tell you, there are a lot of perks to it. Weight loss would be the one thing that got me going on it, and the one thing that still keeps me like, please just work, you know? Linda says, I've eliminated so much, it's depression. Now my plan goal is to eat whole foods and feel better. That's the way you gotta go. I'm telling you, I'm going that way, you guys. For me, I've got to get a grocery list together. I was going to start this month, but I have to kind of wait until I'm in a better position to start doing some planning. But I think I want to put some more vegetables back in my life. I think I want to put some more fruits back into my life. I think I'm going to have to deal with whatever chips may fall my way. Because quite honestly, I'm struggling. I'm struggling on whether or not to keep my channel going. I'm struggling on whether or not. I don't feel like I'm as effective if I cannot work it. You know what I'm saying? It's hard. How did I say this earlier? For whatever reason, whatever I'm going through, physically, mentally, emotionally, I know this last year has been a hard hit for everybody. I feel like, I have pressure on me. Like, I want to put out new recipes at the same time. These recipes do me no good. You know what I mean? I just want to work on me. This was, when I started this group, I was like, come on, join me on my journey. And I don't want anybody to feel like I'm leading them away from their keto journey. But I'm going to tell you, until I figure out how to do what works for me, it may be keto, it may be low carb, it may be Weight Watchers. It's on the table, y'all. It is on the table. Right there. I was going through my stuff and I found it. I don't know. I know that this though, okay? So here's what I do know. What I know now that I didn't know then, way back in the day, is healthy fats. So avoid yucky processed junk fats. Avoid junk food, obviously, because that's, nobody needs that in their lives. But whole food is whole food. Another discussion that I had, I wish I had grabbed something to drink, is the fact that you shouldn't feel guilty. I bought a bag of peas and carrots, y'all, a couple weeks ago and put it in the freezer. And they're sitting there staring at me because I was like, I'm going to eat whole foods. I'm going to have some vegetables that I have not had in a while, as a side. I'm going to enjoy just maybe an occasional sweet potato. I didn't even buy one because I'm still staring at those peas and carrots like, oh, we're not supposed to eat vegetables, So, Nina, interesting. Been thinking the same regarding whole foods, Weight Watchers, etc. Been off keto, but not eating right out of discouragement. Okay, Nina, you said something so important right there. How many of you guys who actually come in here and watch my lives or watch it on the replay are discouraged with where you are on your journey to the point that you've gone off track because you're so discouraged? If keto why does anybody do something for an extended period of time, still hoping that it works? Isn't that the sign of insanity when you repeat the same thing over and over and over, expecting different results? Like, that's me. That's me, y'all. What I do is I think about everything I did when I very first started keto, and I'm going to tell you, it's not that different. It's not that different. I ate eggs. I ate bacon. I had keto mug bread. I had strawberries and avocados and bacon all on one plate when I started keto. My God, my plates were huge with food. And I was just like, getting after it and losing weight. I lost almost 20 pounds my first month alone, just eating and eating. And I thought to myself, well, you ate a lot. You weren't starving yourself. You weren't fasting all the time. You were eating, Nancy. You were eating. So guess what? I started eating. I started gaining weight. It's like it just does. It drives you nuts. And I can kind of laugh and joke a bit because to try to keep it a little light. But honestly, guys, I didn't want to come on this week. If I hadn't had a sweet conversation with the sweet lady today, I probably would not have. I told my husband this week, I said, I just want to call it done. I'm over it. I'm discouraged. I don't like myself. I'm back in that feeling like I'm caught in a trap that I can't fight my way out of. But it doesn't mean he's like, do what you need to do for you. Yes, yes, yes. I know it's easier said than done, but no, it really is. I'm going to do what I need to do for me. Damn the consequences. I don't know. I might get fatter. I don't know. I might lose weight. I don't know. I won't know unless I put myself out there. So that's what I'm here to do, you guys. I'm going to put myself out here. And first of all, I want to just say thank y'all because, you know, you stick with me. You listen to me. I don't know why. But you do. And you support me, and I appreciate y'all. Yeah, Becky, stay away from those things in a box package. Veggies are good. So is meat, balance. Yes, you know, and I have to, this is for me. I'm like, I need to stay away from gluten. Gluten is a no-no for me. We want to avoid sugar. Sugar is the devil, you know. Stay away from bad fats because bad fats. So this keto journey has been very enlightening, and I have learned so much, and I've learned so much about nutrition. I've learned even more about healthy fats versus bad fats and why fats, you know, why one's good and one's bad and the effects that it has on our bodies. And, you know, of course, sugar is bad, and we know processed junk food is bad. Anything is bad, especially if you're doing it and it's not in moderation. I mean, we just don't want to overeat anything, good or bad. So it all comes down to, can I keep it balanced? Carla says, I am at 250, done 25, and that's it. Yeah. Now, guys, and we already know. Now, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about my plan, what I'm doing, what I'm thinking of, what I'm going to working towards. Like I said, towards this end of this month, when our budget allows, we've got to make a run and do our grocery shopping. We're kind of where we kind of shop once a month, and then throughout the month, you know, if he needs a loaf of bread, or maybe I need some eggs or something, you know, just little bits. So we're getting down to that, and I'm going to be working on whole foods. I'm going to lower my fats, number one. I'm going to lower my fats. I'm going to take my fats. On the keto diet, I've read that you should never go below 64 grams of fat on the keto diet. I'm going to be going down to about 35, somewhere between 30 and 45 grams of fat a day, maybe less, depending. Okay, so I plan on lowering my fats, but the fats I'm going to be eating will still be the good healthy fats. It will be a good saturated fat, or coconut oil, or butter, or ghee, or, you know, good healthy fats, keto fats. I also plan on keeping my protein moderate. I do not plan on changing my protein requirements at all, because I find that most women, you know, depending on how old you are, if you're older and you're not as active, you need a little less protein. If you're a little younger or you're a lot more active, you need a little more protein. So I'm thinking anywhere between 65 and 75 grams of protein a day, which is about 2.5 to 3 servings. So moderate protein, lower fat, and I'm going to watch my carbs. So here's a rule of thumb that I learned this years ago, long before I ever was keto, but I did learn this. When you are eating carbs, say for instance, I decide the day that I'm going to have more fruit in my day, or maybe I'm going to have more starchy vegetables, or maybe I'm going to be eating a sweet potato or something of that nature, then that's when you want to lower your fats. So if you're eating carbs, you lower your fats. Say I'm having a day where I just want some eggs and some bacon, and maybe I'm just going to be having a big old salad or something, and I'm not going to be adding a lot of carbs. Those days when you're eating very low carb, then you raise your fats a bit. So that's your rule. Low carb, super low carb, less than 20 carbs a day, add some fat. More than 30 or 40 carbs a day, lower that fat. It's sort of like what they say, carb cycling. And you can do alternate days. You can do keto 2 to 3 days in a row and then do a carby day where you're eating more whole food. So carb cycling, low carb, whole food, tracking. This is the direction I feel like I need to dive into. And we'll see what we do. Let me see here. La la la. Okay. Becky says, love honey. That is my sugar. Sugar is not good for my body. I'm agreeing with you on that. Honey, I don't have a problem with. I like a little drizzle. One of the things that I used to love was Apple's peanut butter with a little drizzle of honey. That was one of my go-tos. And, you know, and interestingly enough, not one of my binge items. Isn't that funny how I didn't want to binge on salad, but I love to binge on chips? Go figure. Yeah, okay, so we're going to get down to some of these comments and what some feedback we're getting here. Menopause sucks. This is from Snugglepuss. It is a thing. I quit smoking, went through menopause, and gained 50 pounds over 2 years. Keto helped, and now I'm stalled, and I did go do a few small binges and felt super terrible. Yeah, I get it. 100% get it. Lisa says, I don't think I've even eat that many fats. I've been eating salad from Publix. Yeah, a lot. And now I will say one of the biggest things that I think people do when they're doing keto is they don't eat enough fat. Now, that was not the issue for me because I was like, I'm jumping in this fat wagon. I'm going to bathe in it and eat it, you know. But a lot of women are afraid of the fat, or they think they are. Prime example, my daughter Elizabeth. Until she started tracking for real and she did her macros, she needed more than 120 grams of fat a day and started trying to eat it. She was like, I wasn't even close. Has she lost any weight? Nope. She's been doing keto 2 years. Nope, no weight loss. And mind you, she only had 20 pounds to lose. That's all she wanted to lose. I don't even think a full 20. Now she needs a full 20. I think she's like, she runs between 155, 162, 163. And she wanted to get right back down to her like 148, 140. So yeah, none. And she gets frustrated, and it's not even a huge weight amount. It's just what makes her feel comfortable. Okay. So, but she wasn't eating near the amount of fat she needed to, according to her calculations. Let's see, Deborah, I just started carnivore. Yeah, how's that working for you? Some people love it. I didn't particularly love it. I mean, initially I did. Initially I was like, yeah, I can eat a whole steak. Some butter on it. Yeah, great. And I think for about a week or so, I'm good. I can do it for about a week, and then I'm like, I'm over it. I don't want to look at meat. I don't want to see meat. I don't want to touch it. I sure wish I could poop it out because now I'm backed up, you know. A little TMI there, right? A little too much information? Yeah, all right. And you know what? I think I would have never even considered carnivore had my keto journey continued to just keep rolling along. Because when everybody jumped on the carnivore bandwagon, Dr. B and Dr. N and Nurse this and Nurse that, Maria this, and you know, all these wonderful folks, oh, I like carnivore. I'm going to do carnivore. We're so desperate, right? We're so desperate to keep that weight loss going. We're willing to go there. And me personally, I could not see having like a stacked cake for my birthday of steak or pie-lo bacon. Just not who I am. Let's see. Joey says, oh, we've got lots of comments here. Jeannie says, wait. All right, here we go. I found it. Snugglepuss. I'm just happy I don't eat the same way I did 2 years ago, even though I'm not losing is better than the alternative, which is eating like a wild animal. Isn't that the truth? That is the truth. I have to say, you know, like I said, I've learned so much on my keto journey, and I've learned so much about what's good for you, what's bad for you. And I wouldn't trade any of that for a bit, because I did learn a lot. And I did gain health benefits. There's no doubt about it. But I almost feel like I'm in reverse now. Is that weird? I don't even know if that makes sense. And I'm not saying that facetiously. What I'm saying is keto journey, year 1, rolling right along, losing weight. Year 2, keeping the momentum going, keeping it going. By August 2019, I'm like, shoot. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I'm just like, I'm trying to sit here and think about what the dates were. 2019, my period stopped. 2019, I went on a cruise. 2019, I came back from the cruise. And I started gaining weight. And I started freaking out. And I was like, what the hell, you know? I started with inflammation. It was almost like everything was in reverse, like reverse osmosis. You're still eating keto, weight's coming on. With the weight gain comes pressure. It's just been a battle since November of 2019. And now we're into 2021. So that's how long this has been going on for me. And yes, I went on and off throughout 2020. I wasn't off the whole time. And when I would go off, it wasn't for long stretches of time either. And yet, this has been ongoing. And to be back on and stay on and not even a little bit go off until this last weekend. And I'm sitting here with just a little bit of puffiness. I mean, I can still move my finger, my rings and stuff like that. A little bit of puffiness from the weekend with the family. But it's not working the way it used to. Okay, Jeannie, change your motto. High protein, moderate fat, low carb. Ended my 1-year stall. Goal weight 160, no less than 160 grams of protein. Total carbs no more than 20. Fat about carbs no more than 20, fat about 140, carbs, fat, protein. Worked. Girl, you're going to have to send us your plan because we want to know. We want to do it. Let's see. How does she put this? High protein. Now, I was just saying keep your protein moderate. And you're like saying, no. High protein. Okay, I'm game. Whatever. Moderate fat. Now, moderate fat, that's what I was saying. Bring it down. And then keeping your carbs still down again. So carbs, fat, protein worked. Oh, we want to know the deets. We need the deets. Put your deets down here, please. Deborah, I found I was eating too many carbs with vegetables. And when you stopped eating vegetables and lowered yours, did it all keep rolling along? I'm curious. Please add that information. Again, it's a mental thing when I'm just like, oh, I can't have vegetables. I can't eat too many vegetables. You know, I'm just at that spot. Like, what? I know I can have lettuce. Like, if you look up Atkins diet, you're allowed 2 cups of lettuce a day, every day, for the rest of your life. But don't go over 2 cups. It's no different than saying low fat, 0 fat. You can have 20 grams of fat. Never, ever go over 20 grams of fat. And it's like, it just boggles my mind. Like, there's got to be something you can do that kind of just means you're alive. Like, is it our genetic makeup? Are we that one group of women? Should we start a new group called Our Fat Asses Can't Lose Weight? That was humor, you guys. Let's see. Let's see. Joey says, have been back on keto since the first of the year and doing keto as before. Doing IF every day for me too. It's normal for, I would assume, me. Yes. Now, again, with the intermittent fasting, I think it's just normal because it's part of my circadian rhythm, our biorhythm, you know, to fast, intermittent fast, eat in a window, and avoid all the snacking pitfalls and everything like that. But, you know, if you want to be strict for the rest of your life, I mean, according to the diet doctor, women who are hormonal or enduring menopause, or just post-menopause. I'm just now coming up on post. Y'all, I'm going to have my anniversary this month. I started my last period March of last year. You're like, wait, you said in 2019? True. Yes, my last period was in July of 2019, and I went 280 days without a period. And then out of the blue, last year in 2020, hey, happy pandemic, let's have a period. And then we will disappear again, ghost out. And I had to start the clock all over. So here we are in March, and I'm coming up on my 1-year mark without a period. Should I have a period party, like a non-period party? Should I like just, you know, celebrate the fact that the bitch is done? I did a year's time. I did my time. Dang it, I want to lose weight. Oh, let's see. Snuggle, it's going to take some experimentation for sure. We love you. Let's see, it scrolled up. Let's see. Oh, boy, we had a lot more. I lost it all. Okay, there we go. It's going to take some experimentation for sure. We love you, and we are all here to support each other. And that's the truth of it. We are here to support each other. And I'm glad that we can have a conversation where, you know, we can be open and honest. I don't want to be the type of person going like, yeah, here, y'all do your keto. And in the background, I'm going to be like, yeah, I'm eating this here peanut butter and apples. Tasty, you know. Let's see here. Let's see, it's going to be some experiment. Okay, yep, I'm keto 2 years, but gaining during COVID. I think so many people did. Why? Because stress comes into play, right? You need by? Go. Go, baby. Go, baby. I was eating too many veggies and probably not enough fat, and that can happen too. I hope I haven't messed up my metabolism. My second day IDK. If this is your second day of keto and you're watching me, enjoy the journey, baby. That's all I can say about that. And it works, guys. It works for so many people. It does. Like I said, there are those who are the lottery winners who go blast right on through there. Deborah says, I'm worried about constipation. Now there's that, isn't there? Oh my goodness. So constipation, lowering your fats. Fats keep everything moving wonderfully. So if you've lowered your fats, and you might notice, you know, you're not going as regularly as you used to, you can always incorporate your fiber and your water, because fiber and water do the same thing. They have the same effect, y'all. I did do a little experiment. It only lasted 4 days. All right, 4 days. You guys want to know what I ate for 4 days? And it's so funny because I do this sort of stuff. 4 days, 4 pounds, 4 days. Back down to my set point. Like I get this inflammation going, and then I start getting like super strict, and I ate 4 days, 4 pounds. I had my yogurt with my blueberries and a drizzle of honey for breakfast. I measured it. I measured everything. Hello, Donna. I'm doing a live and...
Sorry, people.
It's okay. You have a good night at work, sweet girl.
I just want my tea before I go, because I'm doing that knockoff from Starbucks.
Uh-huh.
Oh, what is this? This in lemonade?
Yes, it works so good, huh?
Saves me $5 a day.
Heck yeah. That's what you do. Be safe, sweet girl.
Bye, Mama.
Bye, baby. Okay, so here I am talking about what I ate in 4 days. So, yeah. Oh, I could tell you. I have this little book thing here because I wrote it all down. This thing, y'all, is from like 2011 or something like that. So I did it for 4 days, but then the family came down. So Here we go. And 2 days are the same, so I'm going to read you that. 3/4 of a cup of Greek yogurt, 1 cup blueberry, 5 drops of stevia, that's what it was. Midday, a banana keto chow, no fat. I did not add any fat to it. And 2 cups of almond milk to make it with. That afternoon, I had some Black Forest ham slices. Then I enjoyed an ultra beer with my husband out on the porch. Oh my God, I haven't had a beer probably since the year before last. Just one though. Then I had some ground beef. I had 3 corn tortillas, some cheese for the tortillas, and then I had popcorn. The next day I was down a pound. The next day I had 2 1/4-pound burger patties, 2 cups of steamed broccoli, 1 cup of Greek yogurt, 3 tablespoons of sugar-free raspberry jam, and then that evening I had a bag of popcorn and a Diet Coke. I was down a pound. The next day I did a repeat of the first day minus the beer. I did not have a beer, but I did the same thing because it was leftovers and I was down a pound. And then I did 3/4 of a cup of Greek yogurt made with my 1 cup almond milk and 1 scoop of the Strawberry Perfect Keto Collagen. And then I had keto snacks. That was the day that we did the keto crate thing, and I was done for the day. So guys, that's just, I started that, and then spring break took over and I didn't keep going. But that's what that was looking like. Linda says I could go for a Corona Light with lime and salt. Yeah, you go, girl. You know what? Why not? I mean, if it fits in, right? Dirty keto, you could have it. Mind you, even though the first year and a half, the first 2 years of my keto journey, I could still have, I socially drank. Like I would have 2 vodkas a week or a glass of wine a week, or, you know, I didn't do the beer very often, but yes, we had a family gathering once a week, have a couple drinks, kept them keto. It was all good. All right. Think about that protein level. I'm reading that a lot more is needed to avoid muscle loss. I will think about that protein level. Not that I don't love protein. I really do. I'm just concerned that, you know, I don't know what I'm concerned about. We overthink everything. I do anyway. Snuggle says, I was doing great before I added IF, LOL. That might have messed me up, just saying. Some people say it does. One of the conversations I had earlier today was intermittent fasting and then turning around and binge eating, overeating to compensate for the lack of the fasting. Not everybody can fast. I just, you know, you want everybody to do it because by God, everybody else is doing it. And you're not doing it right if you're doing that. I don't know, guys. I find it easy to fast anywhere, like I said, up to 30 hours, depending on what I'm busy doing. If I'm busy, I can really push myself far. If I'm idle and, you know, I've my normal intermittent fast, 16 to 18 hours, yeah, I don't even think about it. But to regularly regiment the fasting day after day, I think it does mess with your metabolism. Well, and then there's the whole, should you eat breakfast? Keto. We only eat once or twice a day anyways. But why? Because we're not hungry, but you need to eat. But we're not hungry, but you need to eat. Oh, intermittent fast. You don't need to eat. Shit. You just, what do I do this week? I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to start eating some whole foods. I'm going to incorporate some more fresh fruit, vegetables into my diet. I'm going to add some carbs, such in the form of either beans, rice, or potatoes. I don't care. Like if I want a sweet potato, I'm going to have it. Now I don't think I could do carbs every day like that, but I'm just saying, like, it's going to be intermingled. One thing I can do you notice there was a theme on that thing I just read you? Popcorn. Popcorn is high fiber. And I'm like, I'm going to put corn back in. But it's inflammatory. That's the only reason it's not on keto. Is it's inflammatory and the carbs are higher. But if you're net carbs, then they're not. Wait, what? I know. Please, just keep up, right? I'm keto for real life. For real. Let's see. I was doing great before I added IF. I feel like we give up too many things, or many things, yes. Haha, if that makes sense. I know you would catch, I know somebody would catch me saying that. Becky, book that tells about different foods, life, and so much more. Recipes for Your Perfectly Imperfect Life by Kimberly Snyder. CN, it's worth a look. Definitely. Hey, at the end of the day, I have found one thing to be true about any type of diet. If you're eating whole foods, right? If you're eating whole foods, you are healthier for it. Yes, I think we can all agree on that. You got your carnivores versus your vegans. You got your keto versus your low fat. You know, it's crazy how we kind of bash one to justify the other. Now, I'm not saying that there isn't some justification here. There's some truth in things, because we know that we can all agree that the standard American diet sucks. The dietary guidelines that are put out to us by our government is a crock. I don't care who you are. That's all a bunch of crock, and that's what needs to go. And I think we just need to focus on healthy eating. That way, when you do have the occasional blip, it's not, oh my God, I just got so far away from my way of life. You know, let's take it to reality. Let's take it to reality, because that's what I got to do. I would love to just stay keto, honestly, and get somewhere with it, but I'm not, and that's frustrating. I got pissy because my husband was having chili dogs, and I was like, I want chili dogs, and I could have chili dogs. I choose not to have chili dogs, and if I want them, I have to go in the kitchen and make bread. And he's like, what? I said, think about it. Think about everything. When you want to make something, you have to make every little thing, and just to get to it. And you're like, who wants to do that for the rest of your life? All right. That part was a rant. I'm sorry. Dang, the buffet on that cruise, the beginning of the end, unraveling, free falling, but then the self-analysis starts, and that's the danger in dieting. Snugglebuss says that. Well, you know, the cruise was great. Yes, there was a little off, and there was a little off, wasn't there? I mean, it wasn't just me. It wasn't just one or two. I was so surprised. And you know what we were told? No judging. This is a cruise. This is our time. We're on the low carb cruise. No judging. And I was just like, I can't do that. I'm watching people. They're like getting desserts. They're doing this and that, you know. And I'm like, no, thank you. Until I think it was that night of the unlimited lobster and the super fancy night. And I'm like, okay, we're going to have a little bit of everything. I followed right along, and it was really, really, really weird. And I think the one thing that I allowed myself to indulge in for the most part, not only like twice, 2 days, I'll say 2 days, is cocktails. So, yes. But I still find this more of a lifestyle, which is a phrase that used to make me nuts, but it really kind of is. Lisa says, I don't count carbs with vegetables. Carla says, I have stalled. I have lost 1 pound in a month on keto. You're lucky, girl. Snuggle, yep, Deborah, it's a thing. Let's be kind to ourselves. Myrna, I lost 75 pounds eating high fat, moderate protein, low carb. Have about 15 more to lose. I lowered my fat and started losing fast. Go figure, and I'm 71. Had no idea. I have no idea. See, I think that's what it is. I think you have to lower the fats. So, I keep telling myself they're veggies, but whole idea keto is less carbs. What about, yeah, keto. I'm all for low carb, like for real, like in the sense that you can just lower your carbs. I think our metabolism does get to a point, there's no room for you to go, like you're up against the damn wall. Now, if you guys have been following me for any length of time, who can remember me saying this? Start your keto journey out net carbs because I get asked all the time, net carb versus total carb, you know, and you got your total carb police over there. They got, oh, total carb only. Well, yeah, but that doesn't leave any room, does it? It's like anything. Say you weigh 500 pounds and you gave yourself a deficit of 100 calories a day, you're going to start losing weight, right? But what if you take it and you cut it by 200 calories or 500 calories or 1,000 calories or 2,000 calories? You know, you're just going to, you will lose weight quickly in the beginning, but then you're going to hit that wall and have nowhere to go, nowhere to turn. You're literally in a rock and a hard spot now. So for me, when I started my keto journey, my carbs were higher. I was using net carbs. As my journey continued, I brought it down and brought it lower and lower and lower. And there were days I just wouldn't even eat a vegetable. I'm like, Jesus, I don't think I've had a vegetable in 3 or 4 days. What does that make you? A freaking carnivore? Why? Because you're living on eggs and bacon and cheese and bone broth, and you know, you're like, I'm good. A hamburger patty, I'm calling it done. I just nowhere to go. Oh my gosh, I'm getting hoarse. This is going on. I didn't expect this much feedback. Bernice, you do what you need to do for you. Yes. Nancy Dairyberry says, I eat popcorn every night. I enjoyed the heck out of it. It's one of my favorite things in the whole wide world is popcorn. And so that is what I had for dinner one night. A bag of popcorn and a Diet Coke, a video game, and I was all good, baby. I was just a happy person. Bridget says, I have bunless chili rest cheese dogs, use Bunker Hill beanless chili and Angus hot dogs. It all comes in at 3 net carbs per dog. They're great. But I wanted the whole dog. You know what I mean? Lisa said I stay low carb because I feel way better, and this is 100% true, Lisa. Deanna says, I read if you have a lot of body fat, you don't want to add a lot of fat, but you don't want to skimp on the protein. See, I thought that too. Even when I was down to a size 8, I would say I was 50% fat. Like, I was a shrinky dink. Like, this shape right here just got smaller. Now, I've been told not quite true, but that's the way I felt, because I still had just all of this, you know, this belly that was here, the arms, like the thighs. There was still at least 50% fat on me after 74 pounds of weight loss and wearing a size 8. So I think we caught up. So guys, that's where I'm at. I'm streaming straight direct to YouTube. I think it makes a difference. So I don't know if I'll be doing StreamYard as often. Doing a little experiment there. I am encouraging you guys to stock up on your Equip and your Perfect Keto this week. The sale ends tomorrow. Buy 2, get 1 free. It is on sale. Use code St. Patty 2021 and use my links. Please use my links. And then I'm looking at doing things differently. So, and I'm just going to keep you guys updated on it. That's all there is to it. You love this talk, Becky. I'm glad you love this talk. Well, this chick has got to go in here. Did you guys see the birthday cake that I made for my granddaughter? I posted it on my personal profile on Sunday. It had butterflies and little fairies. The butterflies were edible. That cake was rocking. It, as far as a flavor profile went, it was not keto. It was tasty. This weekend is almost a repeat, not the same decor, but I have to get in here and start doing another birthday cake this afternoon for a birthday bash this weekend. So I'm fixing to get busy. And guys, if you're in the same boat as me and you understand what's going on, I just want you to know that you're not alone. This is something that someone and I talked about this morning, and that was her comment. It just feels good knowing that I'm not alone on this journey. I'm not the only one going through frustration. I'm not the only one who's gained weight or can't seem to lose weight. And this is a place where you can come and feel safe, talk about whatever you want to talk about and not be judged, and you will get support. And thank you guys for supporting me. I appreciate it. And I'm still going to say, you know, guys, keep it keto, keep it low carb, keep it healthy. Just do you, boo. That'll be my new thing, right? Do you, boo. Thank you so much for popping in. Do me a favor, if you find value, consider becoming a Keto for Real Life People member. Share it, like it, comment. All those kind of things are helpful. And I'm down here with my mouse getting ready to click out of here. But have a great afternoon. I'll talk to you later. Bye.